What do I gotta do to get ops?
You had perfectly engineered a situation in which I did not, which is phenomenal for me. Like I didn't already have enough ops. Like, thank you. Oh, I'm rich in ops. They're everywhere.
National Thank an Op Day. Bring your op to work day. Hold on, I gotta make a tweet real quick.
Oh my lord!
Is op spelled with 2 P's?
Yes, 2 P's. Yeah. So if there are any greetings adventurers, obviously I was shit talking our own stream. I was talking down our own fans, and definitely not directed at the greeting adventurers crowd. It's for our scumbags, not your scumbags, right? Just we don't need beef here. We don't need conflict in this situation. Yeah. No matter what Mike will tell you.
We don't need it because we got plenty of it.
My schedule's booked up. It's terrible. So what are we doing here? This is exciting, dude.
I'm so excited. I've been looking for an excuse to play through Chrono Trigger again. But somebody in chat, I don't remember who it was in chat, that was like, you guys should do a Chrono Trigger playthrough. And then we had this little back and forth of both of us being like, I mean, unless. And here we are.
We've never done anything like this. We've never done like I guess we've done a few episodes where you like play the same game a few weeks in a row, but never like let's play a big one.
Yeah, and it's always like we're always doing like oh god, like we're playing like weird, like mostly like obscure games. Sometimes we'll play something a little more well known, but like this is the first time we're just like, hey, multiple weeks in a row of an extremely popular thing.
I mean, let's be real. Let's put this on the table. This game is phenomenal. Like,
It's
what a beautiful...
so good.
If we had to play one of them, this would be the one.
Yeah, and I don't think we should be barred from talking about something just because other people like it.
Oh, God, no. I hesitate to say it, but a lot of those popular games that people remember fondly are pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, I like the small perverted games as much as anyone else. But, Yoshi's Island is still insanely banging.
Are you an active or wait kind of freak?
What do you usually do? Because I've never done wait ever.
Yeah, I usually do active, but sometimes I'm like, man, what if the game was just a touch easier? So then I'll do wait.
You need this game to be easier? This game's pretty easy, isn't it?
Yeah, but like sometimes, sometimes you just...
Sometimes you want to...
You just really want to like... Here's one thing I never do. I never change the names of the characters in RPGs.
Not even to Borif, huh?
No, not even to Borif. Like, not when the character has a predefined name. If it's like you're creating your own character and there is no, like... If there's nothing filled in when you go to create a name, obviously I'm creating my own thing. But, like, if I look at a guide, it's all going to be... Like, it's going to refer to characters by their name and not by Borfucko or, like, whatever else.
Okay. What if you get the name and it's something, like, really whack, like default or hero? Do you change it then?
Yeah. I consider that to be having no name at all.
Okay, then it's going through the Borfification process.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. We've got some chat shit going on. What do we have here? Who's a scumbag? We're all scumbags here together. Don't sweat it. Mr. Barshan, I'm assuming that's Bachman. That's from Mustard Teats, our newest subscriber, if I remember correctly. Do you have that Twins Laserdisc? Are you still rocking the Laserdisc collection?
I do. I was supposed to send it to somebody, and I never did because I'm a bad person, and then I forgot who that person was supposed to be. I should really look into that and get that done. Fast forward to finding out it was supposed to be Mustard Teats.
It is Mustard Teats.
I've been hunted down.
They found you on your public forum.
It was! Fuck! Taking the stream down!
Mustard Teats is saying you're supposed to send it to them. Bachman!
Okay. Well, I
Your
tell you
greatest
what.
scandal has finally been laid bare. The whole world can see what kind of person you are.
I
You
didn't,
know?
man.
What do you have to say for yourself? Speak to the public.
Ooh, I was worried that it got sent to my old address. That's why I didn't send it. Because I figured you might be moving. And it was supposed to be signed. Yeah, absolutely. No, we'll get it done. I got a bin of laser discs over there. I'll dish that out. Give me a message, like someplace. Give me that updated address, and I'll get that sent out.
Hey, if you're going to the post office, can you send me that N64?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's actually literally set on a shelf over there, like with the mod like stacked on top of it. Like this needs to go.
I have to send my Saturn in somewhere to get the FRAM fixed, so I might as well
Yeah.
get the HDMI mod in there anyway, you know?
I thought you weren't gonna do that.
I'm not sure. It's either that or I'm going to do the triple bypass where you get the component,
Uh-huh.
because I do want cleaner than S-Video.
Right.
But I don't know. It might be worth it to get the Voltar 3 output pack. That's like $80 or something, and get a really clean component signal, and then maybe flip that HDMI mod on eBay.
Yeah, that's what I would do, honestly. I don't see any value in HDMI mods when there's such nice scalers out.
I've got the RetroTink 4K, and like 240p on component looks incredible. You do not need anything better than that ever.
Let's get our allowance.
Mustard Teeth says, makes sense, that job sucked and Florida blows now. Mustard Teeth, your life sounds hellish. How do I send a DM? I'm assuming you mean on Twitter or X, right?
Yeah.
That's where you want them DMs at?
Is that... How do you send it? Yeah, just send it on... Yeah, send it on Twitter.
Can you DM our Twitch account? Am I just like ignoring in full inboxes?
Yeah, you can send messages. I don't ever use it.
Mustard Teeth says they don't have X, so in that case, maybe do try to send us a message through Twitch. Like, we will figure it out. We will get this figured out. It's not the end of the world.
I usually blow past all this stuff, but like, you also go into, spoilers. This game has time travel. You go to the past, and then you go in those buildings, and they're like slightly different. So it's kind of neat.
It's worth like checking out for the sake of folks who are watching us and have never played through this game themselves.
Yeah, we're not trying to do a speed run.
No, not at all. You also, I'm assuming you're not trying to like min-max to get the best ending either, right?
Yep, this is how we're gonna get all our silver points. This is the entire stream tonight.
If anyone's wondering, this is why you would have a turbo controller back in the day, for dumb bullshit like this.
How would a turbo controller help you?
You just like set the A button down in front of stuff like this, where you can just repeat it on a loop.
Oh yeah, but you have to hit it at the right time though.
Yeah, but you get 1 point if you don't, right?
No, you get 1 point if you do. You get nothing if you don't.
Oh! Okay. So you're just sitting here stunting and getting all the silver points?
Yeah. Alright, nothing to do there.
Yeah, so this market sequence in the beginning of the game is really fascinating, because what you do here determines, like, 1 of 5 possible endings or something like that.
Yeah. And like, you're supposed to run into her. She cannot run into you. Like, you have to run into her. Which is kind of interesting, because it's like, later on they ask you who bumped into who. And you can lie, but like, they'll know. Yep, I have to go check on her first, and then go to the pendant, because otherwise they'll accuse me of just being in it for riches.
He's a geekly streamer. It was fine. I insulted our audience and theirs. You know, so. On the plus side, Mike and I, you know, we both have ops now. We were discussing that's nice.
Hold on a second. My 800-pound TV was a little off axis.
I had to lift it up with one arm and fix it.
I was I was reading something online. Apparently, like, this cat, if you talk to the girl first and rescue the cat, it'll result in, like, guilty. You don't get the innocent credit for it.
Yes.
Which why? that had to be a mistake. Also, the cat's pathfinding sucks, so you have to, like, make sure you don't lose it, or you have to go back.
It's a good cat sprite, though.
Yeah, it's alright.
It's pretty good. It's a cutie little guy.
What else is there? I have to not move when she's buying candy, correct?
Yes.
Is there anything else that I'm missing?
Oh god, I'll look it up. I'll look it up. We are min-maxing this, huh? Let's do this, okay.
Oh yeah, you know what? Don't look it up.
No! Oh, how about this? I'll look it up and you decide whether or not you want to do it.
Yeah.
I'll say if there's anything else.
I don't think there is. The other thing is I don't know what triggers her machine being ready. Like, it just seems to happen after a while. But, like... I also don't think I've ever used a shelter in this game.
No, me neither.
Oh, it's all set up.
How many silver points do you have?
I don't know. We could go beat up Gato.
So
where do I check? Here?
I'm not sure.
7 silver points. Oh, he just exchanges for money. There's items, right?
Specifically, an important item known as the clone.
Wait, that's not the clone you replace Chrono with later, is it?
I don't know. It might be.
Jesus, can you imagine? Good ending locked behind buying or playing carnival games at the very beginning of the game.
I don't think it is, but it does seem very similar. Oh, at 80 points you can buy a cat.
For what?
Okay, here we go. For 80 SP, you get a cat. Winning an 80-point game more than once gives you cat food, which can help you breed up to 11 cats if you put it in a bowl back at your house.
For what?
Just to have cats.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't know that I'm super interested in that.
That game is sick. Like, that's such an unnecessary thing to add here at all. Okay, so what else do we have? We've got...
Yeah, I don't see where you buy stuff at these points.
Okay,
you can exchange them for 10 for 50 gold. But like...
Yeah, I think you have to go into a tent to buy stuff. I could be wrong though.
Okay. Let's fight Gato anyway.
Did you do the shopping for Candy Bit?
Not yet. That's right before you enter the last part of the carnival.
So there's only one more thing to do. And I'll let you know what it is if you want, but it's pretty low-key.
Apart from not moving when the candy happens?
Yeah, this is unrelated to the candy.
One thing you have to do?
There's one more thing to do that will influence your and the court bit.
What makes me mad is I know I'm gonna say yeah, tell me, and then I'm gonna instantly like remember it once you say what it is.
That's alright. That's why we got the guide up. That's what two-player means.
Go for it. What is it?
Go and talk to Melchior in the first area of the Millennial Fair, but don't offer to sell the pendant to Melchior when he gives you the chance.
Oh yeah, I already did that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That's it though.
I'll fight him one more time. Do I have to leave to fight him again? This song used to drive me nuts when I was younger because I tried to figure out like how these lyrics fit with the actual music, and they just don't.
This band cannot handle an atypical rhyme scheme. That's flowing like Akaniela. It's crazy.
Stop hitting me!
See what else did we miss? Does anyone put wacky shit as your favorite thing in Stardew Valley? My favorite answer for that prompt is meth. No, I've never played Stardew Valley, so I can't say I've ever given it my opinion on that.
Wacky shit for what? What do you mean?
I think it asks you to like list what your favorite thing is, and then for the rest of the game you can like talk about that or the conversation.
Huh.
Kind of like in Earthbound, where it asks you what your favorite thing is, and that becomes one of your PSI spells. There's a game we could also play through, because holy cow.
I do have that repro.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so it's not... This isn't a tent you can enter, that's just an open thing. If I go up there, it's the, like, caveman dancing.
It says in the chat, Rutilla says, you can get the clone later, but it is the one you need later.
Okay.
And if you don't feed the cats regularly, then they run away. We're learning.
God, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
You're not getting the 80 points?
I don't think this is... I mean, would I like to pay? None! Oh, the 80 points is what gives you the clone, or what are you saying?
The 80 points is the cat, the 40 points is the clone.
Okay. Yeah, we can get 40 points. And then immediately sell it. Might as well just fight Gato to get him.
I think you get, like, what, 5 for each one?
No, you get 15 for killing him.
Oh, easy peasy.
Yeah. Yeah, so just one more time and I'll have enough. I need to...
Ooh, accusations in the chat. Bachman hates cats. Look, buddy. Bachman has 2 of the cutest cats I've ever fucking seen right now.
Oh my god. Did you see my tweet earlier with him zonked out on my shoulder?
Like a familiar?
Oh my god, it feels very much like that. There's like, we have designated zones in the house now. Like, if I'm in the kitchen, he knows he can attack my feet, and I'll play around with him a little bit. If I come down here, he knows it's jump up on my shoulder and sleep while I play on the computer. It's great.
Do they both do that, or just this one?
Just this one. We decided to get both of them like right away, but like I always considered like Maple was always my favorite, and it's super. Yeah. I'm so stoked that he like bonded with me like instantly too, because he'll come in. Like yeah, when Carrie and I are both in bed, like the other cat will go to her, and Maple will come to me. It's perfect.
A little buddy. What more could you ask for?
More little buddies.
D. Martin G says, hello, party people. I'm out of town in Laughlin, Nevada, so I might just leave early or lurk. Nevada.
That's crazy.
I don't know about that. Stay cool. It is literally summer in Nevada. That's terrifying to me. We got him.
Alright, let's get a clone.
Let's get a clone. Let's get a clone from the mad scientist who lives at a dungeon and is a clown with no body.
I mean, when you get to the heart of it, aren't we all?
Yeah, pretty much. Mustard Teeth says, I can send a whisper, but it's blocked on this channel. Let me get into the settings and see what I can do about it.
Oh, wait. I have to actually play a game, too? It's not enough to just give him 40 points?
Yeah, I think you have to play a game. To blur sexual themes in the settings here. I have no idea what that means.
Fuck.
Did you whiff?
No.
Ah. Man.
We're gonna be like, we're gonna be so high level by the time we have to. Alright. Is it too much to ask for a crit? Come on.
Keats, I just changed your whisper settings, so see if that will help you now. Question in the first things first, Josh says this is gonna make me play the game again for the 100th time. Not that I'm complaining. Same, dude. I think I'm probably, this is like 10th or 11th time. This is one of my most played games when I was a kid, certainly.
Yeah, I emulated the shit out of this game. Because I sure didn't have enough money to buy the cartridge.
I remember distinctly this was one of the first games that didn't emulate properly for a long time. And so it was like one of the first, like, oh, they cracked Chrono Trigger, let's go. SNEX 9X is really bopping.
I think the first game I played that like had emulation issues was Metroid Fusion. Like it had like really bad audio issues. But like the gameplay was fine, so I still played through it that way. But it was like, I mean, it was like static. It was pretty much all you'd hear out of it.
Gotcha.
But we used to play like Z-SNES, like networked Final Fight on the computer lab computers at school. Like during class, you'd have just like.
That's awesome.
It was great.
This guy's asking, do we just need an address for him?
Yes.
Okay.
Rook tells us I'm actually playing Metroid Fusion right now. Excellent game. Play it with headphones. The sound design is great in that game also.
A+, correct.
$42 silver points. Okay, now I won't fuck up.
Fusion, the best Metroid game. For real. Not even joking.
It's so good.
It's so good.
I remember getting criticized quite a bit for being like more linear than the other ones, which it is, but Like it makes up for it in atmosphere.
The linearity isn't a problem. Their sequencing and their level design is so dynamic that like the presence of the copy X just kind of like running through and ruining the levels you were previously playing through, or forcing you to loop back in different ways because you're in the ventilation system. Like, you don't need full-on non-linearity, especially when most Metroidvanias are actually linear. Like, there's the illusion of progress, but most of those doors are gated. Most of those games have doors that glow blue, and you can't go through the blue doors. You know what I mean? Like, the linearity is built into it.
Keeping my fingers off of all buttons so I don't hastily hit something. Come on! How many do I have to do? My God. Okay, well, I'm not going to go back for the clone right now. No reason to do that.
Good games. I want to be good so bad, but I'm just not. I can't even bear Ryu in Super Turbo. God. This is a whole, like, topic to expand upon, but I would say play with another person. Be curious about the game's internal mechanics. Like, any game you want to learn, there is so much detail out there online, and it does behoove you to try to learn the lingo and pick up on some of the ideas of it. And I think on top of that, just play with people who are good. With people who can teach you things and are willing to give you a little bit of time. I don't think there's like a best game to learn with. They're all different.
Yeah, and playing against the CPU is kind of worthless. Especially a lot of those older fighting games, they're responding directly to your button inputs. So it's easy to feel worse than you actually are.
Too is that when you play against the CPU in fighters, you do not develop the ability to read your opponent very well. It's something you need to learn as like a fundamental skill, along with developing footsies and getting some of those move executions down. Learning to read your opponent, learning to talk to your opponent, like to figure out what they're doing to punish them for bad play patterns. That's a big part of the game. It's very reactive. Mike, I dropped this guy's address in our Game Crimes Discord.
Awesome, thank you. Is there any like did they ever actually explain why the pendant reacts the way it does? I don't remember them doing that.
I think it's enchanted.
Sure.
Isn't it? Wait, isn't it from Shala's time? I think it's from Shala's time.
Oh, probably. Chrono, how'd you pick up a cutie like her? The game didn't give me a choice. We're all just cogs in a machine.
Like... Fate did it for me. God. Mike, any tips on picking up women? Yeah, Destiny. The stars. Watching the constellations change.
Oh, actually, this game has a good lesson. You'll never pick one up if you just stand there.
You didn't get the lesson of, like, women love it to be shoulder tackled by strangers?
It was a clean hit! Man, imagine going to the county fair and somebody gets sent 400 years into the past.
Except it'd be more humiliating, because, like, it would be like, I don't know, the Hart, Michigan Asparagus Festival. It wouldn't even be a county fair. It'd be some, really rinky-dink.
Yeah, the Homer, Illinois Soda Festival.
The Greater Southern Midwestern Illinois Pumpkin Fest. Oh, you should have waited for the state fair, bucko.
So the pendant only sent her. The pendant had caused it, but it only sent her and not the pendant itself. We got a real Thor's hammer situation going on here. Like, if it was inside a truck, would the truck get transported and not the pendant?
You have to find a way for the truck to wear the pendant, which is, I guess it's doable. If you think of the car like Cars the movie, you could probably retrofit a pendant.
God, I think I was just a sucker for time travel stories. And I still am.
And also, they usually stink.
Yeah. I really enjoyed, and it ended up being what, like Avengers used, but like Dragon Ball's time travel system, where like you can go back in time and you can change things, but then when you go back forward in time, you're still just going to that same shitty future. Now this time the pendant goes with me. This game sucks, actually.
You hate the continuity issues?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad we got there already.
Yeah.
Let's see. Rutula says, I actually prefer Metroid Dread, but I started with Samus Returns, so I'm probably biased. Oh, there's no bias. You like what you like. But is that the Samus Returns the remake of Metroid 2?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Metroid 2 is pretty good. And so is Arm. I feel like Alien Isolation must have been inspired by Fusion, says the chicken. I never played that, but I heard it's pretty good.
God, the crit animation will never get old for me.
The giant bug eyes?
No, like the critical, like the double sword hit.
Oh yeah.
It feels so good every time.
Jaime says, a fighting game night is the best way. I hate going into training and tutorial mode, but it's a good way to learn the fundamentals. Yeah, training tutorial mode are your friends. Don't be afraid. It's not the same thing as trying to grind out trials. Just learn what your normals and your specials do. Don't worry about combos or big damage or whatever. Just get comfy.
I think the other big thing that appealed to me about this game at the time is it's having battles take place in world and not on some like abstract battlefield. It always seemed to me like the exact opposite of like Dragon Warrior, or Dragon Quest, where like that combat is, you don't even see your heroes. You're just seeing the enemies and seeing a little sword slash costume. And like I never got into those games because of that.
I think it's interesting that like one thing this game really doesn't do because of this combat system is show you like a lot of huge elaborate sprite work. Right? Mm-hmm. It's almost always backgrounds. Your boss fights are kind of an exception, but compare that to, like you were saying, with the Dragon Warrior art style. Like, all it is just gigantic sprites of cute little critters. And here, the sprites are the same size as your They take up a super small percentage of the screen, but they look like they live in the environment, which I think is cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the other part that I really love is the positional combat system. So like I did that cyclone, and if you wait until they walk close together, you can catch all three. There's other moves that play with that in different ways.
Oh yeah. Dragon says Chrono is the finest of lads. That's true. He's a good boy because he has no brain. Dead Chicken says this music rocks. Correct. This is like the best soundtrack ever. I don't even care. I've
It's
shit
great.
talked Super Nintendo soundtrack so much. I'm super guilty of that, but you know what? This game kind of owns it.
Damn, I need like $30.
So, get Chrono Trigger Brink of Time. It is a jazz take on this soundtrack. It'll change your life. Good stuff. What else we got here? Mustard Teeth says, have you been playing new games? I'm a big fan of Pacific Drive. I do not know what that is. Unfortunately. Mike, have you played Pacific Drive?
I haven't. I've seen bits and pieces. Not enough to really be able to speak on it, though.
The games I'm playing right now are East Origin and Xanadu Next.
Oh, you didn't tell me you were playing Xanadu Next.
I finally got it to work.
Oh, shit.
That game is so sick, dude. It's so
Dude,
good.
it's awesome.
Yes. It is so good. Prototypical Falcom game. Like, super crunchy, lots to do, a little janky, just a little janky, you know? I love it.
I didn't finish it. I fell off a little bit. I should probably go back to it.
It's kind of hard. It's weird to know where some of the gates are.
Yeah, my big issue, I remember now, was like trying to figure out all those like water gates was like a pain in the ass, like trying to like adjust the water levels and figure out where I'm supposed to go specifically with that.
Yeah, it's obnoxious because the answer is to do the easiest thing possible, which is to hit each switch only once. And then, like, you get back into the water gates once you explore a volcano area.
Uh-huh.
And then it just, like, basically all comes together and you don't have to do any futzing.
Then they're like, here, have a shortcut.
Literally. Have to. Like, there's like 2 extra shortcuts in the hometown now. Once you get to the volcano level.
Miss, dumbass bird.
Game audio might be a touch loud, having trouble hearing you sometimes. Okay.
You got it.
Mike's got this shit. What are we even thinking?
Deal with it, I guess. Alright, how's that?
It says Brink of Time. Yeah, well, no one said anything yet, but I'll let you know when they do. Dead Chicken says, you say Brink of Time. Rutula says Brink of Time or End of Time. The album is called Brink of Time Chrono Trigger by Yasunori Mitsuda, and it is absolutely wonderful. You can find it by searching for Chrono Trigger Arranged Version or Chrono Trigger The Brink of Time. I believe there's a version of it on YouTube if you don't want to play the crazy rates to buy a CD or something. But it's beautiful. It's just a lovely piece. Starman says, thank you for the audio adjustments. I think we did it correctly. Death by Kitten stopped by to say, are you winning, champs? Also, hello. Hey to you. And also, yes, we stay winning. 4-5 Wits says, I'm excited for my Retroid Pro 4 to come. Mike, you've been repping this thing hard.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, I need to send you that invite to the thing we talked about also.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. To Josh, I mean.
Oh, yeah, okay. What do you like about the Retroid 4 Pro?
That form factor's just kind of sick. It's really capable. I mean, Amelia's playing PS2 games at full speed on it. In like something the size of a phone. Sticks are just really nice on it. It's got a good battery life. I mean, it's a nice device.
Easy to put together, like to assemble the...
Yeah, there's a YouTube channel and also website Retro Game Core, where he puts together really in-depth guides for these individual handhelds and how to get them all set up and what the recommended settings are for the for all the emulators and everything. So it's a little bit of a time investment to get it set up initially, but like once you do. If I remember correctly, so some of these chests, if you go and you open up the chest in the past, it'll be open when you go to the future. But if you go to the future first and you open it and then go to the past, you get to open it twice.
Yes, correct.
Which I think it's just double the same contents, right? Like the contents of the chest don't change.
Yeah, but I think they're nice stuff like elixirs.
Sure.
Also, there are like a handful of chests that you can't pick up until you can go really late into the game.
Right, those are those like black chests with the emblems on them.
Yep.
Come near us,
The black chests are like extremely dramatic. I have to say. They look like a gun safe. Dead Chicken asks, Bachman, you feel like cuddling up with a bricked up Steam Deck.
What happened?
I don't know what that means. You got bricked. You got sick.
Uh-oh, she's getting torn apart by the time streams.
You hate to see that. This would happen as soon as you get a girlfriend.
I love time travel stories that are like everybody's kids look exactly the same as them. People just give birth to their identical twins. USB-C stopped working and now it won't turn on at all.
Ooh,
how do you know USB-C stopped working if it won't turn on? Are you just not? Is it just that it won't charge? Same thing happened to your first girlfriend. USB-C stopped working and she wouldn't turn on?
That does happen, especially in your 40s.
I always love this part. Like, we don't know how long it took, like, Luca to follow us, but from our perspective, it seems like just a little bit. And, like, we know the pendant came with us. So, like, Chrono and Marl, go through time with magic. And then Luca's like, yeah, and then I just figured out time travel after you left.
It has the same vibe of, like, when you take your dog off the leash, but you're still, like, following it around.
Uh-huh.
You're like, all right, no, we're not going to the road. No, that's fine. You can go back in the past. I'll make sure you don't kill your girlfriend or whatever. Spoiler, he killed his girlfriend.
Absolutely. She's Princess Nadia.
I like the implication that Chrono is just, like, the dumbest man of all time. Like, he doesn't even, like... By the way, that's the queen. Oh, there's the queen? Cool. Thank you for telling me.
The obligatory explanation of time travel and what happens when you murder your parents. Or when someone murders your parents.
A little blue guy murders your parents.
Yeah.
That face he makes when he eliminates your entire bloodline. He's so cool. says, since I just joined, what kind of stuff does The Brink of Time have that the OG SNES soundtrack doesn't? It is an arranged jazz album that is basically done by the songwriters of Chrono Trigger. So they're more riffs on the central pieces of the work, but they kind of, jazz style, stick to a central melody that's inspired by the original SNES soundtrack. It's very, very pretty, especially if you have a taste for dissonant sounds. It's a little acid jazzy.
Man, those guards are awful. They're just...
They're not guarding shit.
Alright, bronze mail. Who can wear that?
Kira Toriyama did the designs for this game, so Chrono does have big Goku energies, says Starman. He's definitely got the haircut. He looks like when you first learned that there was Super Saiyan Level 4 in Dragon Ball GT, and you're like, Goku has red hair? I never thought that was possible. Seeing this for the first time is like, that's not Goku, he has red hair. The haircuts matter so much.
Oh, I will go down and rest. That's exactly how I get out of bed in the morning.
Running in place.
I just walk out of my sheets.
Chula says the hero from Dragon Quest III looks like he's from Dragon Ball. A lot of those Dragon Quest games have very Toriyama look. The SNES ones are excellent. Highly recommended. This is hard to talk about as it's happening because it's hard not to just look at it and be like, it's great. It's really nice. It's fun.
Yeah.
What a cute game. Do you have a default party once you get everyone unlocked?
Not really. I know I really like using Frog. I usually save Magus. I hate saying the names of characters from 16-bit RPGs out loud, because chances are I'm still using a pronunciation from when I was like 6. And like there's too many times where I just find out the hard way that I've been pronouncing it wrong for years.
I feel like the Final Fantasy games are such a minefield there.
Absolutely.
Like, okay, do you really call him Butts? Is his name really truly Butts? Is the main character of Final Fantasy V named Butts?
I don't think I've ever played Final Fantasy V, but I say yes.
Oh, brother, we gotta get you on that one. That game rocks. That game is like Final Fantasy as a slapstick Three Stooges cartoon. Pretty great.
Oh, now I can go to that market and get myself some upgrades.
Holler. The Dead Chicken says, this is a departure from your typical janky off-the-wall games. Yeah, we had the request. Someone in chat mentioned it, and the chat was lighting the heck up. So why not, right?
And I don't take much convincing at all to want to do this.
No, not at all. Plus, this open us up to playing off-the-wall jank that is longer, and I revel in the idea there.
Oh, for sure.
But also, like, I wouldn't hate busting into a JRPG that maybe gets overlooked or people don't play very often. Like Suikoden 3 or something. Why the heck not? Y'all seem to be on board. Starman says, I love this game so much I designed Lavos as the final boss for the first D&D campaign I ever ran. That's sick, actually.
This is one of my favorite parts about this game is the different combinations of party members get different combo moves that are oftentimes like super unique. They're really powerful. You basically wait for both characters to have a turn at the same time, and then you can activate them, and they're pretty sick. They only get cooler as the game goes on.
And they kind of stack in a weird way where they're dependent on each character having certain skills unlocked. So, like, once you get a fire spell, there's a good chance that you get a new combo spell that's involving fire somehow.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely, like, this is not a complex magic system, but it still feels super rewarding to crack into.
Oh, we both got hit with slow. Get out of here. Oof.
The vibe of this though too, because like you just had like this beautiful cathedral with soft light and like a really detailed background, and then it's immediately like, oh, the nuns are evil snake women. They're giving you the raspberry face. Don't take this shit too seriously.
Oh no! Dude, Frog's so fucking cool.
Boy right there. Also, there are versions of this game where he does not talk like Thor from Marvel Comics. Get that shit out of here. This is awesome.
Wait, they change. How does he talk?
They try to make him like a little more like less accented, I think is probably the best way to put it. A little more like noble. No, I like that he's a weirdo.
Yeah.
Like, this is a lot of problems. Or I can't talk. This is a common problem with these modern day remakes. Y'all disrespect the legacy of my man Ted Woolsey, who really did knock so many of these translations out of the park. Go
Like,
with the frog. Go with the frog.
Go with Frog. I have literally never tried to do this. Can you just like skip him? If I say no, does he just not join your party?
I don't know. That's a good question. Let me look. Maybe this walkthrough.
I think it says a lot about the character that neither of us know. We
Why
both
the fuck
we
did you
both
ever
have
turn
played
it
it
down?
over and over and over again. Neither of us know what happens if you say no.
He's a frog with a sword. I'm not made out of iron. Oh my god, he's so cool.
How does Chrono know the chords to play here?
It's the only thing he knows.
Yeah, basically. Chrono's a blank slate.
He has no brain. Someone put a magnet next to his hard drive.
God, look at Frog's starting health. Jesus.
Whether or not you choose to go with the frog does not matter. He comes with you anyway. Yeah, that's
Okay.
fucking right.
Okay, good.
That's correct. That's correct. The game does not allow you to make bad decisions.
When he hits his crit, he does a sick backflip. Hmm.
I like that he uses his tongue grappling hook style. Kind of perfect. Wolseley hit list right quick, okay? Let's let folks know. Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, Secret of Mana, Breath of Fire, Final Fantasy VI, Chrono Trigger, Super Mario RPG, Secret of Evermore. That's a run. That's a 2-year run of translations that are just unmatched in the game. Good night, Mustard Teats. Rest easy.
God, walking into H&M to buy a maiden suit.
Chicken says, I remember being jealous of Frog's immense power until they found out he's just so cool and then wished he had his own game. Frog only game in the Final Fantasy VII Remake engine. Let's make this happen.
Did you ever see, did you ever follow Chrono Trigger Resurrection?
Was that the remake?
It was like the full 3D one that some guy was doing. They got a cease and desist.
Yeah, it looked incredible. I'm glad Nintendo made sure we can never experience that ever.
Yeah, I was doing Googles earlier today, seeing if it ever leaked, but no such luck.
Kitten says Frog is the bestest. Okay, Robo is the bestest. That's correct. The team is the boys, actually, for me. Frog, Robo, and Chrono.
Yeah, settle down there, Amazon Prime.
Hey! Rutula says, isn't there a hidden item in this dungeon? I think there's like a wall you can walk through or something. Could be wrong though. Wait, I have the walkthrough up. Why? I'm just gonna look. There's a hidden power tab in the pot.
Already got that. Oh, this guy leaves and goes somewhere. Sick.
Their dedication, they did wait for you to, for them to finish their song before they try to kill you.
That's true. Man, give Frog a crit, please. I want to see that backflip.
Oh, big crit style. Frog's wind pose is amazing.
Mm-hmm. With the bulging bicep.
Yeah, he's just flexing strong.
What? They were monsters in disguise.
I do love the little collars they wear.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to beat. They're just so cute.
There we go. There's the Frog's backflip.
Backflip unlocked.
Frog learned Slurp Cut. Did you find anything about a secret wall I could walk through?
No, I did not. So far I think you've got everything. Well, okay, so... The hidden room is basically the room with the statue of Magus. So.
Oh, okay. So not even really a hidden room.
Yeah, although it wasn't really, like, highly telegraphed either.
Ooh. Oh. There we go. We're getting all of them. Yeah, the way that they move too, it's you kind of also have to be like fast with the menus because sometimes they're going to move out of range while you're trying to select an attack that would have hit.
Feel good when you pop off and actually get like one of those big sweeps like that because it doesn't happen that often.
Mm-mm. You know what? Let's use a shelter.
He's mixing it up.
Oh.
Sherman says, doesn't that room only open up if the guy leaves the break room?
Oh, yeah, you're probably right about that.
That bat design is insane and beautiful.
They come up with really clever ways to use the different like frames of animation that the enemies have. Like sliding down the railing, that was sick.
Yeah, agreed.
It's like it's constantly interesting to look at these same characters with the same frames doing different things.
I think Frog still eats normal human food, or has he gotten used to the taste of insects?
I can't affect these guys. There we go.
Maybe he's into like toasted crickets or something. Capelinas.
Miss! Get out of here. I feel like I'm getting a lot of money.
I mean, you basically just spend it on healing potions at this point in time, right? There's like not a lot to buy. Or is there armor? There might be armor, actually.
There is, yeah. There's armor and like, I didn't have enough earlier to buy Luca's weapon upgrade at this point. Oh, there was a bat over there. I didn't even see it.
It's a little guy. Oh, he's behind the lantern spray?
Mm-hmm.
Jaime says, I think the combat being in-engine is cool and reminds me of in-engine cutscenes and how they make the game flow. That's a really good point. There's a sense of pacing to the combat in this game that, like, really doesn't exist in a game of Minecraft. Josh says, I think you can get a lot of money in this game and spend it just as quick. That makes sense. We should probably clarify, we are playing the vanilla version of this game, so no mods, no patches, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
What are you playing this on? Like original hardware?
Yeah, this is original. I very briefly considered running this on my Famicom cartridge, but decided against it because I'd like to actually see the story. At some point, I plan on translating that card, though.
To do that?
There's a mask ROM that you can solder over top of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that'll contain the translation.
Mike got a beautiful in-box copy of this game from Japan. Beautiful box art.
A complete in-box.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, the Japanese copies of the game are like half the price of what a cartridge-only copy of it would be. Like, to get complete in-box. It's wild.
Art is killer.
God, if you want cartridge-only for the Famicom version, you can get lots of them on Japanese auction sites. It's crazy. It's super common.
Especially when the party fills up and you're buying new weapons and armor for multiple characters. Yeah, that does ring a bell, actually. Having to grind a little bit. Jaime asked, does this have localized boss names or Akira Toriyama-style food puns? It definitely has localized boss names. Are there food puns? I don't think there are food puns.
I don't know.
There are enemies with, like, obviously silly names. But I think I don't know if it's as overt as, like, here's a guy named Rutabaga.
Wait, hold on a second. Ah, okay. That's why it was for frog. And I don't know if we've already said this. This is in no way a speed run. I'm kind of planning on just playing this at a steady pace.
Your time. We're in no rush.
What level am I even? Level 7. My God. Cannot be stopped.
You're gonna stop this thing. Storyman says Ozzy, Flea, and Slash are named something like mustard, vinegar, and salt in the original Japanese. Once again, Guns N' Roses fetishism ruins another game translation. Talking about you, Mega Man X5. Game has a boss named Duff McWhalen.
Okay.
Have you played X5?
Mega Man X5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that game is not good. Like, I went back to it recently. No way. No thank you. Chairman says, vinegar, soy sauce, and mayonnaise. I just looked it up. Sounds like a good aioli to me. What, did you shelter again, bro?
I did.
You're changing the game.
Well, now that I realize that I never use them, I'm like, well, I'll just use them all the time. It's useless to fight. No one will leave here alive.
It must have said this enemy design rocks.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is so freaky looking. It's like a giant tank.
Oh, don't I need to, like, only attack at certain times? Yes. Yeah, I think so. That's why I'm getting this. I don't remember. Yeah, I'm not seeing phases to him, so maybe he just hits you after every attack. There's not a lot to do about it. I'm gonna regret that move, though. I should have healed her up first.
It does punch out the damage, though.
Oh, I do have a revive. Alright. Oh, I forgot the frog could heal.
Chat says it has to be a character close by him that attacks, or else he'll counter.
Called that perfectly. Not always super clear which character he's close to. Because, like, to me, it looked like Chrono was close enough there, but I guess not.
I agree. Or maybe it's just like a normal attack rather than attack.
Well, the last fire roll I didn't trigger it.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna do it again though, because it doesn't really do that much damage.
That's pretty good though.
There we go.
Right.
Thank you, Frog. Frog's not even the party leader.
Whoa. If you met Chrono, would you assume he has, like, object permanence?
I don't think so. The real Chancellor. I mean, we should have known. They named him Real Chancellor. As soon as we came across a guy named just Chancellor, it's kind of a dead giveaway.
It's exactly what you asked for Christmas. I want an old man in a big box. I want to make sure he gets
I'm
married.
an old man in a box.
Open the chest that has the Chancellor. I think you're forced to open it either by, like, something being gated back at the castle, or you getting a warning that there's something in the box when you leave the room. Oh, Starman says he pops out on his own and follows. Well, there you go.
Yeah, for anybody not following story so far, as we get sucked back in time, Marl is a princess. Because she shows up, Frog never goes to save the real queen, because he's like, oh, the queen's already here. And then that causes Marl to disappear. But, like, if Marl disappears, wouldn't that cause Frog to go save the queen? It's fine. We don't ask these questions.
We point them out.
Yeah.
As statements. We will not mince words.
Alright, well, Frog's gone. Don't have to worry about him anymore. We'll never see him again.
I would kind of respect if they did that. Like, just give you the most ballerist character of all time, and then you get him for like 15 minutes. It's like, hope you enjoyed his company. Hope you had fun.
People would just mod him in.
Absolutely.
Be like, start on disc 2 with Aerith alive.
Frog saves Aerith.
Yeah, of course you were. There's nothing after you die. Yeah, the 33rd. Pick a new name.
What if they all just have, like, insanely small life expectancy? Every king dies at
like a
21.
raccoon.
Yeah.
I only just found out how short a raccoon's life expectancy is. It's abysmal.
It's tragedy, isn't it? Makes you want to just let him have the garbage, you know?
Let me know how I can repay you. Give me stuff. Objects. No, don't depart for good. You're rad as hell.
Smug, like, gloating frog face is so A+. So A+.
Alright, back through the woods. Oh, damn it.
Spider-Man's babysit for a friend sometimes and have done a retelling of this game as a bedtime story for kids. That's cool.
Wait, say this again?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
How do you explain
Also,
time travel to kids in a bedtime story?
Alright, so I'm doing the math here. Starman says the kingdom's about 1,000 years old. That makes sense. It's the Millennia Fair. If we've had 33 kings... expectancy of 30, bro. That's grim.
I'm just gonna... That's only... Yeah, I'm gonna skip the dart gun. There don't really seem to be a reason to buy that. I have one of those. I think I already... I didn't buy an extra hum for her.
We're putting it all on shelters, baby. We know the market's going up. Buy a power tab? Or no, that's the cell screen. Never mind.
Yeah. I always hang on to those for too long too. I'm like, oh, I don't want to allocate them to the wrong person, but like, you can just allocate them. It's fine.
Have you allocated the one in your inventory?
No, I have 2 in my inventory. I'm doing it right now. I'm like,
Alright, nurture the boy. I have to say, I absolutely love that you can just ignore some characters in this game and you just don't fight them.
yeah.
Like, let the little goblin guy just do his thing, you know? He's cool.
Come on, stop countering.
Kitten, sleep tight.
Are you kidding me? It's 11:30. We've already been playing for an hour and a half.
Yeah. I keep wondering why I'm so tired, then I look at the clock and it's like, oh, right.
Yeah, that sucks.
Fair, we did have to flex out at the county fair. You know, we had to do it to them.
We absolutely. Or something else made it. You know, Chrono, this isn't a rhetorical conversation. You could speak the fuck up.
I love the idea of like, hey, Mike, this is a portal to 400 years in the future, and you're like, I have no opinion on that.
Just
At all.
complete and unflappable indifference.
Who gives a shit? Yeah, I'm walking through it anyway. Who cares?
Yeah, we'll come over for dinner. I'm sure that I won't regret that at all.
Oh, awesome. She's just like, yeah, you two do whatever. I'm going back to gaming.
I got a raid.
I'm sorry, but Luca absolutely IRL has a Final Fantasy XIV subscription.
Oh, for sure.
Those are the glasses of a subscription hatter.
Where's Chrono's house? Where's Chrono's house? Where is it? Is it over here? Who's your pretty new friend? You gotta introduce your friends to your mom.
I like introduce you to my mom, and I'm like, look at this beautiful dynamo. He's a real killer. He's full of lightning. What an incredible human.
I don't know where any of this is coming from, but go on. Oh, these guys aren't worth anything. Just gotta get that power tab.
Oh, we're tabbed up. Convenient that Luca did not go with you to the castle to get arrested.
Uh-huh.
Don't you think? I absolutely love this enemy design of the fucking bird with the bell.
Yeah, it's a fucking
It's
narc.
so good. Oh, it's so good.
It's kind of weird that they like have so little HP and they get so little experience because like you don't really have a reason to come here until after you've gone to the past.
True.
Maybe they just kind of want to let you explore the world without like running into too many like combat roadblocks.
Can grind out tech points here. Like, for how easy these things are to kill, they do give a decent amount of tech points. So
That's true.
There is a grind here, but I also think, like, there could be a narrative element here. Like, you know, this forest was really hard in the past, and 400 years in the future, like, things are more peaceful. It's not as scary. You can walk in the woods and not worry about it.
It's just parrots with bells that you gotta really, like, watch out for.
I mean, to be fair, if that's your biggest problem. It's like, oh, that's quaint that Woodpecker has a bell versus the Pope is a demon. You confused her and try to take over the throne.
The first step in my plan is to take you home.
All right, Joe Biden, if you walk through this door, that means I'm for the president.
All right, folks. Now on trial.
The judge's mustache is so good.
The prosecutor isn't a lawyer. Charged with abducting Princess Nadia. Okay.
I love the idea. We have to do the guillotine. You brought this woman away from her house for 20 minutes and she's totally fine.
That's not exactly how I moved.
We actually have several witnesses that says you speared the princess Adam Copeman style. Oh, tell me about this GCW show you went to.
What's that?
Tell me about this GCW show you went to.
Oh, it was sick.
Yeah?
Yeah. There's just like a wide variety of matches. There was a short little king that we were all cheering for. He did not win his match. I forget his name now, but it was pretty good. But I mean, everything got kind of like overshadowed by the final match, where they just like laid fluorescent tubes all over the ring. And I don't remember the other guy's name, but one of the wrestlers was Hoodfoot.
Oh, Hoodfoot's awesome.
Yeah, he was. he took a spill out of the ring, and like it looked like he just smashed his head into the ground. He got up and kept going, I guess. But yeah, no, I got some video of it. I tweeted one of the better bumps out, but it was great. We got real close to the ring, screaming and yelling at dudes. They were flipping us off. It was just a great energy.
Was it crazy to see a death match like that in person?
It was. Yeah, I didn't expect anything like that at all. And just like seeing that much color like a few feet from the ring, wild. It's like when I saw when I went to my first like local promotion show, like I think I told you this, where like I had assumed that going to a local like indie promotion meant you were gonna see wrestling that was like on a like a lower tier than what you're seeing on TV. And it
Yeah.
very quickly became clear that that was not the case, and this just like cemented that in a whole other way.
It's really cool too that like you can do it in small rooms, not in like basketball stadiums or whatever.
Uh-huh.
It feels so much more different when people are right in your fucking face.
Yeah, yeah, it was like it's super intimate. Like everybody's just like hollering and screaming their heads off. Oh my god! And then I went to St. Louis for that GCW show, and then the following night, Tim Lanning, he came back with me and went to our local promotion in Bloomington, and we watched that. And they had an I Quit match, and that like spilled out into the parking lot. And I'll have to send you the video of one of the spills. Xavier Sky is he's from Chicago, I think. But he gets like picked up. They had this like heating and air conditioning company that was sponsoring the event, and he gets picked up and his head slammed into the side of their truck. It was so good. And then he does this like backflip, like he gets dropped and like rolls over backwards, but like somehow goes like completely like stiff as a board, like on his head with his like arms at his side when he rolls over. It's wild. I don't know how he did it. And like he was there with his mom. Like this guy's not very old.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Just taking full-on cranium bumps when you're 16 or whatever. Your mom's there to watch what you're doing.
Yeah. No, it's great. They've had a it was the other guy was Alphasaurus. There are a couple of like mostly local guys. Like Alphasaurus has been a part of every Iron Spirit show I've watched so far.
Alphasaurus is such a name. Holy shit. Oh my lord.
So it was their match. So like the first match that I saw, like, so apparently they had a match that I didn't see where Alphasaurus lost, and then he cuts a promo where he's like we could fight like 10 times. Maybe Xavier Sky beats me like 1, but I'll still beat him 9. He's like, so in May we're gonna do a best like 2 out of 3 falls. And so then they do that match, and he loses again. and then they did this match. Then he challenged him to an I Quit match, and so they did this I Quit match, and he's like we're gonna make it interesting. The one who loses this match leaves Iron Spirit for good. And then he lost again. So I don't know. He left the ring. He wasn't selling merch there afterwards. He wasn't visible anywhere. He was gone.
Until 1 month from now when there's a mysterious Betasaurus.
Exactly. I'm like really interested to see what they're going to do with that. But yeah, but Xavier Sky he sat down with his mom to watch the rest of the show.
It's horrible.
Yeah. No, it was great. This man brought me my kitty. Welcome.
Your witness.
You know what? If you're ever on trial, it's not a good idea for your lawyer to walk over to you and audibly go, "Looks like they're buying it." What about ransom? Not guilty. I like the crowd in the bottom. Rebel.
I love how dramatic this is. Like, if every jury member had to walk up one by one, and
Uh-huh.
then, like, you get to the 11th and they start doing the desk roll, like...
Oh my god. I forget how many jurors there are.
Like in a game or in real life?
In the game. I know how many there are in real life.
Okay.
Safe to say we secured the not guilty verdict.
And
I thought there was always at least one that said guilty, but no, we got all of it.
that's pretty good. Your Honor, I find the defendant not guilty on account of not having a personality or self.
Not guilty, but still, you know, you still go to jail.
No, you of innocence.
But father...
Oh, it says the glitch with the cat can cause the one guilty.
Oh, sure, sure. Just gorgeous backgrounds in this game, too.
For real. This bridge is so memorable for that exact reason.
Uh-huh. And for the sick-ass, like, custom animation at the end of the boss fight.
Oh, God, yes.
Dude, that, like... I mean, I'm playing this as a teenage boy, and I'm just going nuts for that. That was, like, at that time, that was just hands down sickest thing I've ever seen in a video game.
Goddamn awesome. Also, that was like the screenshot in every magazine.
Uh-huh.
Like, they marketed that game like the dragon on the bridge was your deepest enemy.
I'm gonna get executed? Take the prisoner away, slashes him with his sword. There's easier ways to do that.
Lousy felon. And the brew. Rutula says, I think I got all guilty verdicts the first time I played this. It can happen to you. But this segment does determine whether or not you get the best ending, which is kind of wild. Mike, would this be a good place to call it?
Yeah, I suppose. I was planning on going until 4 a.m., but yeah, no, it's probably alright.
I'm just thinking, like, of how... When's the next time we're going to get a save point, right? Like, you'll have to work through this dungeon, basically.
Yeah, I'd probably get... we'd probably be beating the boss first.
Okay.
So, yeah, okay. Alright, we'll save it.
Okay, that's cool.
But yeah.
This is a good place to catch our breath. This game is awesome still, I'm assuming.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, everyone who's watching.
I'm excited to play more of it.
Hell yeah.
But, alright. Gonna take this offline, and we will catch you guys next time.
Adios.